Have you ever wondered why we have to eat vegetables? Eating vegetables is important for our health and well-being. Vegetables are packed with important nutrients, such as vitamins, minerals, and fiber, that our bodies need to function properly. When we eat vegetables, our bodies get the vitamins and minerals they need to grow, develop, and stay healthy. Vitamins and minerals help to keep our bones strong, our skin healthy, and our immune system strong, which help us fight off illness and infections. Vegetables also contain fiber, which is important for digestion and can help keep us feeling full and satisfied after meals. This can help us maintain a healthy weight and prevent overeating. In addition, eating a variety of vegetables can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. So, even though vegetables may not always be the most exciting food to eat, they're an important part of healthy diet. It's important to try to eat a variety of vegetables every day to ensure that we are getting all of the important nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy. Fossils are the remains of animals or plants that lived a very long time ago. They can be bones, teeth, shells, or even footprints that have been preserved in rocks. Fossils are like clues that help scientists learn about what life was like millions of years ago. Fossils form when an animal or plant dies and its body is buried in sediment, such as mud or sand. Over time, the sediment hardens into rock, and the remains of the organism become trapped inside. As the rock wears away, the fossil is left behind. By studying fossils, scientists can learn about what animals and plants looked like, what they ate, and how they lived. They can also learn about how the earth has changed over time. For example, fossils of marine creatures found high in the mountains show that these areas were once covered by the sea. Fossils also help scientists understand the process of evolution, which is how living things change over time. By comparing fossils from different time periods, scientists can see how certain species evolved and how new species appeared. Fossils are important because they provide evidence of life on Earth from millions of years ago. They allow us to learn about the past and how it has influenced the world we live in today. Rum is a type of alcoholic beverage that is made from sugarcane. Sugarcane is a tall grass that is native to tropical regions of the world, including the Caribbean, where rum is most commonly produced. To make rum, the sugarcane is first harvested and the stalks are crushed to extract the juice. The juice is then boiled to remove any impurities and concentrate the sugar. The resulting syrup is called molasses, which is the key ingredient in rum production. Next, yeast is added to molasses and the mixture is left to ferment. During the fermentation process, the yeast consumes the sugar in the molasses and converts it into alcohol. After fermentation is complete, the liquid is distilled to increase the alcohol content and create a clear, colorless spirit. The distillation process involves heating the liquid and collecting the vapors that are produced. These vapors are then condensed back into a liquid, which is the rum. Finally, the rum is aged in oak barrels to give it its characteristic flavor and color. During aging, the rum takes on flavors from the wood and also becomes darker in color. Different types of rum are made by varying the ingredients and production methods. For example, some rums are made from fresh sugarcane juice instead of molasses, while others are aged for longer periods of time to create a richer, more complex flavor. Blue Stilton cheese is a special kind of cheese that has a unique taste and blue veins. It's made in a special way that gives it its delicious flavor. To make blue Stilton cheese, farmers start by milking cows. The milk is collected and heated up gently. Then, a special ingredient called rennet is added. Rennet helps the milk to turn into curds. The curds are then cut into small pieces and put into molds. These molds help give the cheese its shape. The cheese is left to sit for a little while to let the whey drain out. After that, the cheese is put into a special room called an aging room. In this room, tiny bacteria called blue mold are added to the cheese. These bacteria are what gives blue Stilton cheese its distinctive blue veins. Over time, the cheese starts to change. It becomes crumbly and develops its strong flavor. When the cheese is ready, it is taken out of an aging room and packaged up. Then it's sent to the stores where people can buy and enjoy it. So, the next time you see blue Stilton cheese, you will know that it was made by farmers who turned fresh milk into curds, added blue mold bacteria and let it age until it became delicious and blue. Frogs and toads are both amphibians, but they have some differences. One of the main differences between them is their appearance. Frogs have smooth, moist skin and long, powerful hind legs that are adapted for jumping. They also have webbed feet for swimming. Toads, on the other hand, have dry, bumpy skin and shorter legs that are better suited for walking than jumping. They have parotoid glands behind their eyes, which produce a toxin that can make them taste bad to predators. Another difference between frogs and toads is their habitat. Frogs typically live near water, such as ponds, rivers, and lakes, while toads can be found in a variety of habitats, including forests, fields, and gardens. Frogs and toads also have different reproductive habits. Frogs lay their eggs in clusters in or near water, while toads lay their eggs in long chains that float on the surface of the water. While there are some differences between frogs and toads, they both play important roles in their ecosystems. They eat insects and other small animals, and they themselves are eaten by larger animals. By controlling insect population and serving as food for other animals, frogs and toads help to maintain a healthy balance in their environment. Bioluminescence is a fascinating natural phenomenon that happens when living things produce their own light. It's like having a built-in flashlight. Many different creatures in the ocean, like jellyfish, deep-sea fish, and even tiny plankton, have this amazing ability. Bioluminescence is created by special molecules inside these organisms that can produce light when they are mixed together. It's like a magical chemical reaction. But why do these creatures have bioluminescence? Well, they use it for different reasons. Some use it to find a food or to attract a mate. Others use it as a way to scare away predators or to communicate with each other in the dark depths of the ocean. The colors and patterns of bioluminescence are truly stunning. Some creatures can create flashes of light, like fireworks underwater, while others create a soft, gentle glow. Imagine swimming in the ocean and seeing a trail of sparkling lights around you. Scientists are still learning more about bioluminescence and how it works. They study these glowing creatures to understand the chemistry behind it and to find ways to use it in the medicine and technology. The wonders of bioluminescence remind us of the incredible diversity and beauty of life on our planet. Have you ever eaten a persimmon and felt your mouth get all puckery and dry? Well, there's a scientific reason behind it. Persimmons are a delicious fruit that comes in different varieties, but sometimes can make your mouth feel strange. This happens because of substance called tannin that is found in persimmons. Tannin is a natural compound that can make your mouth feel dry and astringent. It's the same substance that you find in some types of tea or red wine that can make your mouth feel dry or make your teeth feel fuzzy. When you eat a persimmon that is not fully ripe, it contains a lot of tannin. This can make your mouth feel like it's being knitted together or make it feel very dry. But don't worry, there's an easy way to enjoy persimmons without that funny feeling. When persimmons are fully ripe and soft, the tannin content decreases and they become sweet and juicy. So, make sure to choose ripe persimmons to have a delicious and enjoyable experience. Remember, persimmons are packed with vitamins and are a healthy snack, so don't let a temporary mouth sensation stop you from enjoying this tasty fruit. Just make sure to pick the right ones. Making epoxy resin craft can be a sticky situation, but it's actually a pretty simple process. Epoxy resin is a type of synthetic polymer that can be used for all sorts of things, from crafting jewelry to sealing surfaces. To make it, you will need two key ingredients, resin and hardener. These two substances are mixed together in a specific ratio to create a chemical reaction that causes the mixture to harden into a solid. But be warned, resin can be a bit tricky to work with. It's important to follow the instructions carefully and take the proper safety precautions, like wearing gloves and working in a well-ventilated area. Once you have your materials ready, it's time to mix them together. Pour the resin into a container and then add the hardener using a measuring cup or other precise measuring tool to ensure the correct ratio. Then, Use a stir stick to mix the two substances together thoroughly. The mixture will begin to harden within a few minutes, so you will need to work quickly to pour or spread it onto your desired surface. You can add all sorts of fun things to the resin, like glitter, beads, or even small toys, to create unique and colorful creations. And there you have it, your very own homemade epoxy resin craft. Just remember to be patient and take your time, and soon you will be a resin making pro. Who knows? Maybe you will even start your own resin-based fashion line. Paper is a widely used material that we often take for granted, but have you ever wondered how it's made? Paper is actually made from the fibers of trees, and the process of turning those fibers into the paper we use is quite interesting. First, logs are harvested from trees and transported to a paper mill. The bark is removed from the logs and the remaining wood is chipped into small pieces. Next, the wood chips are mixed with chemicals and water in a large tank called a digester. The mixture is heated and cooked under pressure to break down the wood fibers into a pulp. After the pulp is formed, it is washed and refined to remove any impurities and create a smooth texture. The pulp is then mixed with water to create a slurry, which is spread onto a wire mesh screen. As the water drains away, the fibers begin to bond together to form a thin layer of paper. The paper is then pressed and dried to remove any remaining moisture. Depending on desired final product, the paper may undergo additional processing steps, such as coating, coloring, or embossing. And there you have it, your very own sheet of paper. Although the process of making paper may seem simple, it is actually a complex series of steps that requires careful attention to detail. The next time you use a piece of paper, take a moment to appreciate the fascinating journey it took to get to you. Mountain goats are incredible climbers and have some unique adaptations that help them navigate their rugged habitats. But have you ever wondered why? Is this a superpower? One of the main superpowers of mountain goats is their incredible balance. They have specialized hooves with rough rubbery pads that provide them with excellent traction on slippery rocks. This allows them to navigate steep and rocky terrain with confidence and stability. Another superpower of mountain goats is their incredible agility. They have muscular legs and flexible joints that enable them to leap from one rock to another with grace and precision. They can jump up to 12 feet in a single bound. Additionally, mountain goats are skilled climbers. They have strong muscles that allow them to cling to narrow ledges and steep cliffs. Their hooves have sharp edges that help them grip onto small crevices in the rocks, allowing them to ascend and descend vertical slopes that would be impossible for most other animals. With their remarkable balance, agility, and climbing abilities, mountain goats are true masters of their rocky mountain environments. These superpowers allow them to access food sources in higher elevation, escape from predators, and thrive in their challenging habitats. So, the next time you see a picture or video of a mountain goat perched on a precarious cliff, remember their incredible superpowers that make them the kings of the mountains. Tell me in the comment section below what you would like to know in the next 2 minutes. Until next time, take care and have a good nap.